Good morning. Today is 6/9/25. It's a Monday at 6:51 a.m. Today we're out to the garden, and as you can see, I've done a few updates. I've taken this contraption overhead down that I had, and I put a real gate on, and I am liking this gate. Today is June 16th at 7:17 a.m. and here is the potatoes. Guys, these potatoes have grown about 4 inches since the last time you've seen them. I have gone in, I prune them. You can see the leaves in there. You want to make sure to prune your vegetables about 3 or 4 inches up the main stem of the plant. Our tomatoes are doing good. I did insert a stick for the tomatoes to grow up. I used zip tie. I sprayed my cucumbers over there so insects can't harm them. And we do have to get a stick for this one. And the pepper plant is getting a little bigger. Still no nothing on the garlic yet as far as the main part of the flower of the plant, but our onions are doing good. Does look like an insect has been nibbling away at the potato plant over here. I may have to spray that. And guys, we have created a raised bed over here. I should say I created it. What you see in there is some organic matter that I had from my old bed that I'm currently cleaning out. There's a lot of good nutrition in there, you know, because it's had cow manure and everything else put in it over the last 2 years. And we're going to put a nice layer right over the regular soil. Then I'm going to top it off with some potting soil that has fertilizer in it. About $4 a bag at Dollar General. Alright, and this bed is going to be housing raspberries. We're going to set up some kind of a design, you know, in here. So the raspberries aren't going straight across. I want some kind of a fancy design in here so we can get some flowers put in different spots. We want to get some blueberry plants in there, maybe some strawberries. So, you know, we're going to design this pretty good. Around the edges here, I mean, you can see how rough this is. We are going to be killing the weeds here. I got a weed sprayer that I'm going to use. And I want to get some nice, luscious green plants planted in there. So it looks really nice by this bed. We'll leave a little bit of foot room just under the leaves so we can stand there when we have to. But otherwise than that, guys, the plants that I planted over here, still nothing yet. But remember, it can take about 2 weeks for plants to pop up and sprout something. So ladies and gentlemen, today is June 26th at 12:43 p.m. So it's afternoon. And I just got done trimming these garlic. I don't know if you can see this, but I just cut the scapes off. And I'm going to be eating them tonight. And over here I've got pumpkin, and you can see inside there it's already started growing its upper leaf. So this plant's going to get a lot bigger. These other ones, the bugs got to them a little bit, so they're going to take a little longer. Again, I harvested the garlic scapes off all of these. Oh, I want to show you guys this. This is an onion, right? It's an onion, but look at that. That's the flower part of the onion. I don't think I've ever seen the flower part of an onion before. So that's unique. I don't know if I'm supposed to cut those off or not. I'm going to be checking with somebody. The purple potato is definitely growing. You can see how well that's done. I've got other onions over here that look like they're starting to get there. And over here, potatoes, a lot of bugs have gotten to it. I just sprayed this down today with some bug killer. That's friendly to vegetable plants. And tomatoes over here get nice and tall. Green pepper is getting taller. My mulch pile is breaking down over there. I've got a new garden bed over here that I started. Alright, and we're starting to get some signs of, I think it's the blueberries is what I put down over here, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Definitely some signs of plant life in there. Of course, those could be just, that is definitely a plant there. I think those might be strawberries. Definitely a plant over here. I believe that is the raspberries. And there's some indication of life in this bed. So we'll have to see in a few days. Over here, guys, I've put some plants in here. These are going to be wildflowers growing in through here. And I have it going all the way up here. This is going to take a lot of work to transform this bed. These are hostas. And I split one in half. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but this hosta plant is always starting to regrow its leaves on the other side. And this one over here, I don't see any indication that it's regrowing, but you just got to give it a few weeks. Over here, this stick that I planted, it's probably not gonna adhere to the ground. Guys, if you buy these flowers that come with a stick and they tell you to plant it into the ground, don't buy them. It's just a waste of money. Buy the seeds instead. Alright, otherwise than that, we're gonna get some good plants in this bed. I want hostas going all up and down along here, and we're gonna put down some good mulch. Otherwise than that, we're gonna landscape this area up in a week or two. It's looking like a disaster around here. And that's the update for today. I mean, guys, look how big those potato plants are. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, these are garlic scapes, and we're frying them up. This is a rare delicacy, since we usually don't get anything like this unless we grow our own garlic. And that's fresh from the garden. And I picked some small wild strawberries this morning, straight from the garden. So I've started harvesting my stuff. Alright everybody, today is the 4th of July, 2025, approximately 6:30 in the morning. And these are my daylilies that I just put in the ground last week. They're starting to bloom. They look really pretty when they're fully out, like this one here. And of course I've got the hosta plant. This one I'm not too sure about unless I read it. But over here, guys, I got pink roses. I just transplanted this sucker yesterday. So it's still doing pretty damn well. Nice pink blooms. I mean, look at the roses on that. These are real roses. These aren't the, the cheap wild ones. And let's go down here because I planted some more roses. As you can see, these are kind of like a pinkish red. I like calling them red, even though they call them pink. But they look really, really nice. Another one over here, and I'm probably going to put in another one down at the corner here. Well, it's supposed to be every 4 feet. Remember that. These bushes grow about 4 feet wide, 5 feet tall. So you have to give them space. They will grow in. What other things are happening in the garden right now? Well, the garlic is okay. I guess something has been getting at my onions lately. The tomatoes are getting taller, as you can see. My green pepper plant there, it's getting taller. If you can see that. But something's been chewing at the leaves. A lot of destruction, really. But this is the potatoes, guys. Alright, and as you guys can see, there's a lot of yellowing of the leaves here. My guess is what's going on is either an animal's getting in these or they're starting to wither like they're supposed to. I don't really know what's going on, but no animals should be getting in here because it's all caged up. But, you know, never know. But otherwise than that, that's the progress I've made in the garden this year. Putting some roses in. I built this bed for raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. And of course the flowers that I'm starting to add to the area. That's the progress for today. There's the flowers that I planted a few years ago.